Interesting. Do you know what that's supposed to say?
Christina.
Do you know why it looks like that?
Because there's pieces of me missing?
Yeah. Miss Christina's working on the step of defining values. In order for her to really define her values, she's got to tell the absolute truth about all of those experiences. With all of the money that you made in Vegas, what happened to it?
Got wrapped up in that materialistic part of me. I just like to go out and spend money.
I want to know what that piece is, what that financial piece looks like. I want to know what happened, what's going on in your relationship with your father, where you think the breakdown came. So I want you to just take some time. I want you to fill in those missing pieces for me. How do you see yourself really being able to stand on your own? I don't want us to be in a situation where you go from one relationship that may not be clear and clean into another one that may not be clear and clean. There'll be a temptation. I see the setup, unless we really understand why you left home. That's a missing piece. Think about some things so that we can fill in those missing pieces, those incomplete cycles. Do you understand?
I realize I not only have to be honest with myself, but with Iyanla, so I have to tell her the truth about what I did in the past to numb the pain.
I felt like everybody wanted me out but was too afraid to say it.
Yeah,
that's what I felt.
I think we were all too afraid. Nobody wanted to let you go.
I'm talking to Jessica, but it's really hard for me to concentrate on the conversation because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about board of review and probation. Anything that has to do with being graded is just, it's really weighing on me.
Did you tell your mom about board review?
No. I didn't.
No.
I didn't tell her about this probation, me being in the guest room. I just didn't feel like telling her.
Yesterday, the housemates made a point of telling me that TJ keeps score of what kind of support they give her or don't for Tat. Well, that's today. We have an exercise today. Every time you reach out to your housemates in any way, I want you to give yourself a point.
Okay.
Anytime they reach out to you, they get a point. Lisa. Oh, Christina hugged me. That's what the scorecard's about, so that you can start finding out how often you think that you are doing the right thing versus them. Because I want you to start noticing how imbalanced you are. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
I'm just struggling right now with TJ.
Well, she voted me out of the house. How do you think I feel? Yeah. I think because she's so much like me in the negative stuff, that by being able to forgive her, I can forgive myself. Yeah. So for me, she doesn't bother me. But when I first got in the house, she made my skin crawl. Right. It's funny, though, when you work on you, it, like, changes. I mean, she still gets on my nerves. Right. Especially when she tries to vote me out of the house. And things like, little things like that.
Last night, TJ is the only one to vote Lisa out of the house. And it was hard to hear her set such high standards for Lisa when part of me doesn't feel like she's living up to them herself.
I mean, her whole thing is connection, so it makes sense that she'd be difficult.
Yeah. I feel like I put myself out there from day one to be like, I'm going to support you. She kept comparing my relationship to Allie. But I'm like, Allie and I have a different type of relationship, period. Like Allie's somebody who naturally I would have been friends with outside of the house. I was like, you can't keep these tallies.
I just don't know if I understand what Iyanla means. She's like, I know your story, but she's like, I just feel like there's pieces missing. And I'm like, how is that possible? Like, I don't understand.
I think Christina knows exactly what Iyanla is talking about. Her story is disjointed, and there's something missing.
But I don't want to look manipulative.
Right. You feel you have to hold back a lot of what you want to share. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure as she's, trying to help you fully come into everything, it's like, okay, but what? Oh, it's something else. And if somebody doesn't know, they're going to be like, okay, well, what are you hiding? And why are you still hiding it?
I am still so terrified for the future. I know that only good could come from telling the truth. The truth will set you free. But it's still really scary in the process.